So hello everyone, we're here in Hanover. I'm here with Ralf. Welcome to IIoT World TV.
Hi Lucy.
Thank you for joining. So we're talking about the Industry 4.0 and it's about cost optimization, but what do you see in terms of opportunities for Industry 4.0? As we know, there's people that could be in different levels of the maturity in the digitalization phase. It could be different levels of their Industry 4.0. Some people may skip one of those levels. Give us some insight as how do you see that?
Oh, absolutely. So we see a lot of momentum when it comes to digitalization across the world with all sizes of companies, but they are really in different stages of maturity or where they are, where they want to continue. So specifically from the MindSphere, from the IoT side of digitalization, we try to lower the hurdles as much as possible and make the technology approachable, so value can create it as quickly as possible, because it's not about the technology. You know that better than we do potentially, because we think in technology, but customers do that because they have a benefit or a value. So that's why we take them to their journey where they are. And the starting point is, in a lot of cases, is we call that connect and monitor. In the industrial IoT environment, to connect to an OT environment, to connect to industrial assets with all the different protocols you have, it's sometimes not that easy, as you know. So helping customers to actually get data out of industrial equipment and machines and make that transparent and visualize that, that's what we call connect and monitor. And this creates, in some cases, already insights, which are sometimes even surprising for us, what kind of wow effect you can create just with a dashboard, looking at the data coming from a machine which was not visible today, because it was operated from a machine builder out of France, but operated in Mexico or in South Africa and Malaysia, and they didn't have any clue how it was operated actually. So that kind is the first step, and then they build already digital services like in the warranty phase, kind of monitoring, watching the machine, what's going on, kind of business cases and creating the first value. The second phase is what we call analyze and predict. So you not only make the data transparent and have some rules in the background and experts interpreting it, but using data discovery tools like the integrated Tableau into MindSphere, or predictive learning tools like TensorFlow, things that are really also then addressing data scientists if you want already. So to get the data in a completely different perspective and make analysis and train models and predict things. So that's the next phase. Video streaming comes to the point. We show an example with Hamlet, which is a company that does intelligent walls for process industries, and they have even now video cameras in process industries environment where the instruments where you see on a scale what kind of pressure that the piping currently has. But this is not digital. This is something that actually is very analog, but the video camera can read those instruments, and you have then pre-processing of that video stream, and you only transmit and transport the value of those instruments to the cloud, and the rest is done on site. So these kind of things, doing analytics on site, and then if the valve is in a status where you need to be closed, that only a person who is allowed to close that valve, because of the face recognition of the same camera, can actually turn it. These kind of things, analyze and predict. Predictive maintenance is the typical use case, but it's much, much broader. So taking customers where they are and use more of the data. And the last step, which we defined, is then the digitize and transform. When you not only work with the data for yourself, optimize, create productivity, but you change your business model. And we have SKF, the bearing company over there, and they collect data from their bearings since a long time already, and they know exactly what kind of pattern will lead to a failure.
We just saw the super excitement of the CEO around the platform, so very encouraging to see that from several billion dollars company. So.
Absolutely. And then they say, okay, let's move to the next phase of business. Not selling the bearing anymore, but selling rotation as a service. That's something completely different. But there you need to have the connectivity, the monitoring, the analytics. So you have to have all that in place to have then a business model kind of discussion, which is changing and disrupting your business and maybe even complete markets. So that's the digitize and transform, to bring this to a next level.